Good morning, Chris Kelly with you here again with EFT Tapping Solutions. Today is part 3 in regards to financial stress relief using EFT tapping and the tapping protocol. So today we are going to discuss expenses. But first, what I'd like to do is recap really fast in regards to the first 2 videos in regards to financial stress relief. The first one, I talked to you about getting your EFT tapping notebook, taking notes and writing down everything that you want to tap on, all your income, all your expenses, events that have happened to your life. Like let's say you had an accident and you had to go to the hospital and now you've got these huge medical bills. That would be an event that, well, first, the event is probably extremely traumatic for you. You might have physical bodily damage that you want to tap on. You probably have negative emotions from this entire experience. But since this is about financial issues, you probably have, perhaps some hospital bills or insurance bills that are pretty good size. So write all that down in your EFT tapping notebook. We did some general tapping on income and expenses. And then in part 2 of the video, I covered income and the 2 different types of income, which is the first one was not having enough income to cover your basic expenses, okay? Let's say you're on Social Security or you get laid off from your job and you just don't have enough money to pay the basics like food and water and rent, okay? That is different than you're doing okay, but you want more. You're looking for more money, more abundance above and beyond what you already have, okay? So I discussed that also in part 2. Today in part 3, what I want to cover is expenses. So you might have some income, regardless of what your income is. You may have way too many expenses in regards to what your income is. So what you need to do is let's tap on that generally. And again, we always want to tap specifically. But if you're just so overwhelmed with all the bills that you have and you're so frustrated and you have so many negative emotions with things like going out to the mailbox, you might not even want to go to the mailbox because you have so much stress that, oh, now we're going to have the rents due, and then we have the phone bill and the power bills in there. So you might just be overwhelmed with all of these expenses you have. So let's just do some general tapping. It's actually okay. It's just not as pinpoint accurate and gets really in-depth results as very specific tapping. So most pressing issue, I've got too many bills. I want to rank that. Let's say it's really high, like an 8 or a 9 out of a scale of 0 to 10. 10 being, boy, I'm going crazy on this, and 0 is it doesn't bother me at all. So let's go ahead and rank that on a scale of 0 to 10, which would be an 8 or a 9. Most pressing issue, I've got too many bills. And let's just go ahead and reminder phrase, got too many bills. So let's just tap on that. We're going to start with the karate chop point in our setup statement. Even though I have too many bills, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have too many bills, I love and accept myself completely. I completely love and completely accept myself, even though I've just got way too many bills. I've just got way too many bills. Too many bills. I don't have enough income. I have enough income, but I have too many bills. Collarbone area. This whole area you can tap on. I like to come in close where it meets the sternum. Right below that, there's that little gap there. So a little quick demo on the tapping. So I've just got too many bills. Under the arm, follow it over your chest to the intercostal cartilage. I've just got too many bills. And then up on the top of your head. I've just got too many bills. Take a deep breath. Ready to rank that again. Perhaps it stayed an 8 or 9. Perhaps it's gone up because now you're bringing the actual issue up to the surface. Or perhaps it's gone down a little bit. So let's start tapping on that again. You're going to jump right to the setup statement with the karate chop point, and you're going to use the word still. Even though I still have too many bills, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I've still got too many bills, and I love and accept myself completely. I've still got too many bills, and I love and accept myself completely. I've still got too many bills. I just have way too many bills. I've still got too many bills. I've reduced some of my bills, but I still have too many bills. 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 Okay, So go ahead and rate or rank that again. If it's gone down, that's fine. If it's gone up, that's okay. Also, like I said, that means you're on to something. Again, we've talked about the law of attraction in regards to EFT tapping, and this isn't bringing more expenses to you, okay? I've discussed that. You probably want to go search my YouTube videos for law of attraction, I think. This is not bringing more expenses to you or anything like that. The expenses are already there. Let me tell you something, whether you like or dislike the power bill, it's going to come every month, okay? So I'm not dragging something in or not trying to summon more bills or anything like that. So, but it's just bringing it to the surface, and it's always been kind of sitting there. So now we're just going to resolve on that, okay? We're going to resolve it. So, tap on this. Now, what we want to do, again, is get real specific. So in your EFT tapping notebook, that I talked about, a week ago with the first video, look for your expenses or look at all the expenses, or especially the ones that cause you stress, okay? If you own a home, you've got the mortgage payment, you probably have the water payment, the electric payment, the sewer bills, you've got your internet, you've got the gas bill if you have gas for your stove or something else like that. So look at all these bills, and I'm not a financial planner or a financial advisor. Again, I'm not giving you financial advice, but what I want to do is you need to use some common sense here and look at your bills and say, hey, if I have, like, let's say on your cable bill, you've got the internet access, and then you have the basic TV package, and you've got Showtime, and you have HBO, and you have all these different things that are costing you, let's say, $150 a month, and you can back some of that off to like $100 a month, then go ahead and do that. You don't need EFT tapping for that. Just start to trim down your bills. Okay, if you go out to eat 3 nights a week, cut that down to 2, or cut that down to 1, or perhaps 0. Going to the grocery store is almost always less expensive than eating out. And I know eating out's a treat, at least it is for me, but it's expensive. You're going to pay for that. So look at all these different things, where you get your gasoline for your car, save 10 cents a gallon, all these different areas, okay? But if you can't change some things, or if you can, look at the things on your EFT tapping notebook that are causing you stress. This is what EFT tapping is. It's trying to eliminate negative emotions and physical pain, okay? A lot of physical pain comes from the mind. It's psychosomatic, and you've got a lot of pain in your body because you're stressing out because you don't have enough money to pay all your bills. So this one's about paying the bills. So tap on that. Say, oh, even though I've got this huge cable bill, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Oh, the Cox cable bill is way too high, but I still love watching Game of Thrones. My Cox cable bill is really high, but I love and accept myself completely. Oh, my Cox cable bill is too high. Or, oh, I love to eat out. Let's use food. That's a better example, okay? Because a lot of people, have gotten used to eating out, and let's tap on that. So, most pressing issue to eating out, okay? And that's the reminder phrase. Let's say that's about, a 7 or an 8. It's not a super huge stressor at the time, but when you get rid of it and you have to start cooking, that's another issue. So even though I love to eat out, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I eat out 3 times a week, I accept myself completely and love and accept myself completely. And then tap on the points. Oh, I love eating out. Oh, I have to cut back. I don't have enough money to eat out on a regular basis. I don't have enough money to eat out on a regular basis. I love eating out, but I don't have enough money. Okay? Do you see how this works on these things? And the issue might not be eating out. The issue might be, because you don't like to cook. I have clients like that say, Chris, my food tastes so much better when other people cook it. And I have a tendency to agree, mostly from my perspective, is because I'm not a fan of cooking. I don't know if it tastes better or not. Well, it usually does, because they use a lot of seasoning, salt and pepper and fat and all this other stuff that they say is not really that good for you. And it does taste great, but I'm just lazy. I don't want to cook, so that's why I go out to eat. Me and my girlfriend do. So, and fortunately, she cooks for me. So, love you, babe. Thank you. I appreciate all that. So, tap on those issues. It might not be as much of a financial burden on you as you don't want to cook, but you don't have the money to keep eating out. So, even though I hate cooking, I love and accept myself completely. Even though I hate cooking, I love and accept myself completely. I hate cooking. I hate cooking. I hate cooking. And then tap through that, this issue will be resolved. Even though I hate cooking, I know this will be resolved. I will resolve this, but I dislike cooking. But I don't have the money to eat out. And tap like that, okay? So try and be specific, trying to jump into some of these issues, look at your expenses. A lot of times, this is a huge topic, financial stress and using EFT. And that's the thing, it's got 2 different sides. on it, you've got the income that you're doing okay, but you want more income, so you're trying to tap on that. Or if you just flat out don't have enough income, that's a real stressor, so you're tapping on that. And the same goes with expenses. Well, what expenses do I cut out? Well, look at the most expensive things that you pay for every month. Start big and then work your way down, on your own finances and things like that. And then start tapping on the things that cause you stress, okay? That's what this is for. That's what I'm trying to get you to do. If you don't know the tapping protocol and this is your first video and you're kind of watching and going, man, what is this guy doing? He's doing all these crazy things on his body and stuff. Please go watch my video entitled Complete EFT Tapping Protocol. That will show you where to tap, okay? Hopefully, this is about my 57th video or something like that. I kind of just blow right through all the basics and stuff and try and get you, and I don't do a ton of tapping either. And the reason why is I want you to get these setup statements in your head of what you're doing. I want you thinking about this. Okay, this is not meditation where you're sitting there not doing anything and just observing in awareness. Okay, I want my version, or at least EFT tapping for me, is to use critical thinking. Okay, this is awareness process to where you have to think. Okay, think of all your bills, write down all of your bills, write down all of your income, start tapping on this of how am I going to get more income? And I don't have enough income, but I love and accept myself completely, okay? The tapping part, once you learn all these different parts, like if you're watching this and you're probably shaking your head saying, yeah, Chris, it's pretty simple, okay? The actual tapping procedure and the very basics on the setup statement and things like that of I don't have enough income or I have too many bills, but I love and accept myself completely. And you tap through the points. That's the simple part, okay? That's what everyone gets hung up on in the very beginning, but that's really the easy part, okay? The tough part and what I excel at in helping you, so if you're really stuck and you don't think EFT works, but you really want to try it some more, please contact me through YouTube or my webpage, or you can call me at area code 702-203-5670, and I will walk you through this process because you can keep going deeper and deeper and deeper on every issue, okay? And a lot of times, and this is where the beauty of EFT tapping works, which is similar to psychoanalysis, is you start going back into your childhood history, okay? You start looking at the financial problems as you're tapping this. It might pop up that, your mom and dad had financial issues, or perhaps they argued about financial issues all the time, and you're trapped in that. So now, you have some money, but you might not have enough money, and you're not quite sure what's going on and things like that. And then you get laid off and you're broke and all these different things, but you still have to pay the bills. That's where the beauty of the tapping comes in, of just tap, 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 keep going at this, and it'll work. I can guarantee it, but you have to do the tapping. Again, this is not in theory, this is in practice. So I'm going to sign off. This video is getting a little long. I'm going to let you go. It's a beautiful Saturday out. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I won't see you tomorrow, August 27th. So thank you for birthday wishes. I know you're giving them to me. So let's get this mouse working here so I can turn this thing off. So have a great day. Chris Kelly again with you with EFT Tapping Solutions. Have a nice weekend, and I will see you hopefully on Monday. Take care and have a good one.